Well, good morning. This is Shop Talk with Buck. I am Buck, and welcome to my shop. I did some gluing up yesterday. I like finger joints or box joints until you get ready to glue it up. I mean, we made it. We made it. But we got a nice little box right here. I'm doing a video on it. This is we're calling a meter maintenance box. In other words, what he's going to have here and is everything he needs to do a maintenance on a water meter. So it's the spot in his truck that this is just going to fit. And then when he gets ready to work on a water meter, he pulls it out, put his cutoff meter key right here, and then he goes to the meter, sets it down beside it, does his thing. When he's done, he goes to the next one. So that's what that's been all about right here. When I do that video, what I'm going to start here in a little bit, we'll take it out of the clamps. I'll show you an excerpt from that. So, but it's a Saturday. We decided to do a little practicing. That's what this channel is all about. This thing started, in case I try to cover this every so often, getting really good response, a lot of good comments and whatnot. I am just tickled. I am just in awe. I didn't think it. I just didn't think it. I just throwed it out there. My wife worked on me for 3 years to get to do a YouTube channel. And in actuality, this is my second one. Sawdust Solutions with Buck is my main channel. I've had it for 10 months. See, I'm still new at the video part of it. But, like I say, she worked on it for 3 years to get me to do this. I'm proud she did. Yeah, I never would have thought. But this channel come up, Shop Talk. Well, it's actually my granddaughter's idea to do a Shop Talk with Buck. And it was my granddaughter's idea for this logo. Kudos. And Solutions, Sawdust Solutions with Buck was my son-in-law. He's the one to come up with that. And as soon as I heard it, I said, I like to ring to that. But so I started, and then the thing about it is, I know some people, but most people are not comfortable standing here talking in front of the camera. I was the typical camera shy person. I mean, if we took photos, I was usually behind the camera. I wanted to be back there taking the shot, or I was hiding behind somebody. So for me to stand in front of a camera was pretty tough. So I seen on YouTube, you can find anything you're looking for on YouTube, I guess. Well, I seen on YouTube with people that had the same issue. They were just not comfortable. It's just not natural to stand and talk to the camera. So they come up with this little program to, 30 days talking head in front of the camera. You talk on the subject 5 to 10 minutes. At the end of 30 days, it is intent to get you more comfortable talking in front of the camera. Well, I did that 30-day thing. That first one, another story is I lost that 30 days. We had hard drive issues, this, that, and other. But anyway, that first one, remember, 5 to 10 minutes on the subject. Dadgummit, man. I struggled. 3.5 minutes, I was struggling. I finally got somewhere between 4 and 4.5 minutes. And I tell you what, I was struggling. But by the time I got to 30 days, it was no problem to go 17, 18 minutes. I did it. To me, to look at myself, it didn't look like I was any more comfortable. I sure did feel it, though. But the thing about it is, when I lost them 30 days, I felt like I was that much better, I'll just do another 30 days. So I did 30 days talking in front of the camera. Round 2 is what I call it. Well, by the time I got to the end of that 30 days, I had one that was 35 minutes. Man, I just rattled on. I mean, dang it. So, but when I got to the 30 days on the second round, I thought, well, this actually helps me get my mind set for the YouTube filming for the day. You know, because I tried not doing it. It just seemed like something was missing. And I thought, so my granddaughter says, y'all do a shop talk with Buck. So I did. And I threw out, and it wasn't on the first one. I was several in, so I just dumped them on YouTube, and of course we're all caught up now. But then I just call it Shop Talk with Buck, and then we just picked different stuff. Never would have thought it would have got the interest that it has. I've been doing this for 2 months, and I got over 200 subscribers. Never would have thought it. And the comments on this channel is amazing. I mean, y'all, I do appreciate it. Buddy, I do. I really do. It is cool. I never would have thought it. So, but this channel I got where I can do something specific, like I did with the mortise, transferring to the other side in the same place. A Pacific, you know, or pick something. I just figure we can just do random stuff, and the subscribers and the viewers has sent comments on some ideas, and I've got them in the list, and I'm going to study on them and probably do them. I got one. So what's it called? 5 tips to get the most out of your time in the shop. I plan on doing that. Probably work on that a little bit today. See, that wouldn't be a real long video. It just, 10 or 15 minutes would be tops on it, unless I chase a rabbit and get well, I get chasing a rabbit, but yeah, dang it. So we talked about the military base, Fort Campbell, where I grew up beside, and doing work out there. I mean, I have, doggies, man. I have covered a lot of stuff. But I tell you what, it's been amazing. I never thought I'd get monetized. So if I don't, that was, if it happens, it happens. But I'd really, at the rate we're going, I guess if it keeps going like it's going, it's possible. But really, that wasn't my goal, because I never thought I would get that kind of interest. There's people who got 4 million subscribers. Dang, how do you do that? But I've also seen them that get millions of subscribers that I watched when they just got started good, right before they were monetized. But their journey right there, I quit watching them, because they changed so much, so commercialized, and it just wasn't the same. So I'm going to try not to do that. If y'all see me doing that, I'll back off. And I like talking to you. I appreciate you. And when I do this, I like bringing the details out. So, for instance, if somebody wanted to do what I'm filming, I hope to have enough information that they could do that. If not, leave me a comment. And like that one with transferring the mortise to the other side. On this bench, I did it 4 times. So I dropped the ball right there. I never thought about showing how I did that. So I got me a piece of wood and did that, and the response on it was great. I mean, that's the part that I'm still figuring out. With y'all's help, I can get it figured out. However, I don't know if I showed you, I keep this hanging on my wall. Yeah, let me show you why I keep it hanging on my wall. I hope this will pick that up. I don't know. Yeah, right there. November 1971. That's when I made that. So I keep that hanging on my wall. That's one of the first projects I ever made. I think the elevated book rack was the first one I made, and I still got up tiles. So I got some stuff on it, and I made that, and then I made a bowl, laminated. I think it was mahogany and maple, maybe, and then turned the bowl in a lathe. See, that was a bandsaw work. The elevated book rack was just basic hand tool work. And then before I graduated, I made a gun rack. I made and give it to my dad. Well, he has passed on, and I got the gun rack back. It's hanging in my basement there with his guns on them. So I remember, see, I think it was in the 9th grade. I had to do some math for exactly. It's in 9th or 10th grade. I was still riding the bus. And I had gun rack. It was pretty big, and getting it on the bus to get home with it, I won't never forget that. That was a challenge. But you know, that kind of stuff. I guess if I wrote stuff down to follow along, I don't know. See, whenever I started today, this video, I never thought about doing this. I actually wanted to talk about why this channel's here, but I just didn't think, you know, I just chase a rabbit and go with it. A lot of times I'll confuse people because that rabbit had changed directions, and so I guess sometimes I'm pretty tough to keep up with, but that's where I'm at on this channel. It started out being me getting comfortable in front of the camera. Then it turned out, I wound up, people wanted to see. I'm telling you, I'm just at awe. I never would have thought it. I sure wouldn't have. But so, I was in construction for a while. So I moved around a lot. So I didn't do much woodworking. Just, you know, the little small thing. I'm talking, one of my shops, I think it was 6 foot by 5.5 foot. You know what I mean? And so I had a few hand tools in that now. So I did that for a while. So you had to go light because there in the early part of my contracting career, I mean, we moved a lot. I think we moved in 11 times in 7 years span. So, but then once we got settled down and I got a job at the water company where I'm not going anywhere, I got this shop and I collected all this stuff and it was so I can do woodworking, and for my retirement so I could do woodworking. I'm not interested in batching out 50 or this and that. That's too much like work. I like the journey on turning that bowl or making that box for somebody. I don't know, I guess I'm different, but that's the way I do it. This is why I just felt like I needed to let y'all know why we're doing this. And I still, when I answer the comments, I try to answer every one of them. When I answer the comments, and I'm just kind of overwhelmed. So I guess I'm rambling now. Y'all don't know how I love this. It's cool. But I hope I stay the same. I hope I get better at the videoing, you know, where I don't miss the details that y'all gonna need. I get tied in like that, transferring that mortise. That was something I should not have missed. But a viewer said something about it. I said, golly, bum, I can't believe I didn't get that. So that's the kind of stuff I want to convey, but it makes the videos longer. But if y'all watching this and y'all liking what you see, which I never would have thought anybody would, but it looks like it's, like I say, we got over 200 subscribers. Golly, boom. So I do have another channel, Sawdust Solutions with Buck. Check that out. So I go into more detail. Those videos are longer. There's less talking and more detailing. That's that one. So depending on what you're looking for, a lot of people likes this, and that's good. I like doing this. But then I had that other channel to go in more detail. So I give updates on that dry sink. The first one was an hour and 16 minutes long. It airs the 25th. This is the 21st. So it's coming Wednesday. Yeah. Then part 2, I'm putting the finishing touches on it. Probably finish it today. Dang, it's almost an hour. But I try to find the balance between getting boring and details. So just mundane stuff, I kind of speed through it and get back to a detail, if you know what I mean. And y'all's comments can help me right there to learn as I go, and I've gotten good ones. I had one give me 3 paragraphs, and I take it to heart. So, but then again, this here was done with little editing as possible. I'd walk around the shop and point out and talk about things and whatnot, but whatever we can do to make it work. So that's my insight on it right now, and I thank you for every one of you. Sure do, all the guys and gals, every one of you. I appreciate it. And I'm going to call that one here. I think I've rambled enough. So if y'all made it to this point with me rambling, y'all are the troopers for sure. And you're the ones I like to talk to. If you haven't already, like and subscribe and leave that comment. That is cool. So I will see y'all in the next one. Y'all have a wonderful weekend.